This is our tiny home.
This is our home. We have so many exciting things to share with you. But first, let's go on a little camp trip. We are in the most beautiful camp spot. As you can tell, the beach is right there and it's dog friendly. This is epic. We're so excited to be here for the next few days and just relax and enjoy this beautiful winter sunshine with our friends. Oh, can't ask for anything else. So this camp spot is at Inskip Recreation Area. This is the MV Natone camping area, but there are so many along this whole peninsula. It's $15 per night, and you can bring your dog. What do you reckon, Glenny?
Not a bad spot.
This'll do?
I'm excited for tomorrow morning.
Yeah?
Waking up for this view.
Yeah, actually the way that we're positioned is gonna be so pretty for sunrise. So wild to me that this is winter. Like, I'm from California, so this is basically the winter that we have as well, but it's unreal. It's like low 20s, sunny, no wind. So good. What a view! I guess the beach isn't too bad either. I could not. I had to.
We have burritos for dinner. And of course we get the Californian to look after the guac. She knows what she's doing.
It's my specialty.
Look how nice this is.
So beautiful.
Oh, birds. We love birds. That was so pretty.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, they're back again. I love camps like this. It's so nice being able to just open it. Well, they're everywhere. So nice being able to just open everything up and your bedroom is outside.
That feeling of having nowhere to be for the whole day except right here in this moment for as long as possible. This is why we will forever be doing this type of travel. Like, if you watched our previous video, you know our next chapter is a tiny home, but that's purely just a home base. We still want this to be so much of our life. How could you not? Like, this is just being out in nature is so good for the soul. Alright, brekkie time.
Brekkie time.
Glenny's making his famous
Potato hash.
Potato hash. If you know, you know. I think we've shared the recipe a few times in
Yeah.
our previous videos, but it just never gets old. And
Yeah.
we're camping with our friends and they've never had it before, so it's a Glenny special.
It is.
Right?
We started making this back in Agnes Water when we were locked down during COVID at the very beginning of our trip. And it's just always been a staple. Not cooked super regularly, but when it is, it's always such a good day.
So basically, potato hash is pretty much what it sounds like. It's just a lot of potatoes, some garlic and onion. What else, Glenny? Sometimes we'll put mushroom in, but we forgot mushroom. Cheese, and you top it with avocado and salsa. Also add spices, so paprika, cayenne pepper, chili flakes,
Garlic
whatever
salt,
else, garlic
onion
salt,
powder.
onion powder, whatever else tickles your fancy. Basically anything.
Yeah, the rules. There are no rules.
Yeah. That's the one rule in Glenny's kitchen. You don't measure anything and you just go with what feels right. It always works out though. How good. Yeah.
Oh, story checks out. Pretty good.
I was looking so good. So, obviously, things are a little different at the moment.
This is not Nigel.
This is not Nigel, this is not the Bellman, but it is very nice. For people that know Max and Oki, or that saw our previous episode, this is actually his little cabin in the rainforest where we'll be putting our tiny home. He's currently over in Canada, so we're looking after Oki for him and also spending a bit of time to start actually planning all the logistics of the tiny home and the next steps that we have moving forward.
We are so excited to finally be here and to take what we were thinking and turn it into reality.
But there is a lot of work ahead of us, so let's go check out the site. This is our home. What? I know! We're here! So, these lovely bits of tree are marking out the corners of where our tiny house is going to go. Now, some may think this looks big, some may think this looks small. We think it looks ginormous. Oki, this is the house. Stop ruining the house.
Oki, your home record.
Yeah. What are you doing? So, the home's going to be 8.4 metres long, 2.3 or 2.4 metres wide, and 4.3 metres tall. So we're going to have... Relax. The dogs are clearly excited.
Oh. He's off. He's off.
Whoa! Alright, now that they're gone, we'll talk you through the design roughly. There's still a lot of planning that needs to go into it. We've got rough plans, but the beauty of being able to get the tiny houses just the shell and then fit it out ourselves means that we can like somewhat live in the space, get a feel for it, and if there were plans that we did have that we didn't like, we can modify them because we haven't set anything in stone, which we really, really love. Let's get into the nitty gritty. So our front door will be here. We walk in. To our right, we've got like a raised lounge room. So I think it's going to be about 1/2 meter tall with the steps up here. And they'll be up on like a landing, which is then going to have a big built-in L couch for more storage, but also try and make it look pretty cool. So here will be a nice big couch here, which will also have a coffee table that can convert into a dining table because we don't have like a dining room, obviously. Here is going to be a massive window, so we can get that sort of facing pretty due north, so it should mean that we'll end up getting a fair bit of sun other than what we get blocked by these trees here for a bit of privacy. Then, back down the steps, at the bottom of the little 2-step, there's another door out the front here that will then be able to have a deck. Then back inside, on this side we're going to have
some kitchen counter that goes along here, and then a fridge, and then a pantry next to that. And on the other side is going to be a longer stretch of counter that's going to run a massive length of it with a window above it that ends up looking out at this beautiful view. Should we show the beautiful view? Huh? With then, of course, your stovetop, oven, sink. It's actually a pretty massive length of space, which is super exciting because we just can't wait to have a big kitchen, other than a little kitchenette that we've used for the last 5 years. So where the kitchen and like living room space ends, we're then going to have a wall with a sliding door, which then puts us into the bathroom laundry kind of vibe. Into the bathroom laundry, we've got extra storage for clothes most likely, but anything else that spills over. So floor to ceiling on one side, floor to ceiling on the other. Bathroom vanity, sink, some more storage plus the laundry machine. Toilet on this side, and on this corner we have the shower. Shower over here, and then at the very end, in the very middle, is the beginning of the stairs to go up to the loft. So the stairs go up, up, up. Now we're on the second floor. Second floor is basically just a bed. There's not much else up there. So all it is once we're up the top, the bed's on the floor essentially. We've got a bit of storage space at the back corner here, and a little bedside table on this side, with windows either side, up this end and in the middle of the house.
Can you tell that we've painstakingly reviewed all of this? Like, one thing I love about Glenn is when he gets his mind set on like, okay, we're gonna build something, we're gonna do Nigel's build, he will spend so long just staring off into the distance. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not very fun to be around, I don't think.
And he's just thinking about every little detail. So hopefully we can get it on paper. We are working with a professional to do the lockup stage, so he has to know our plans as well. So we will hopefully get it on paper this time. So excited. What do you think, Lay? You like the space? Could you live here? Yeah, is that a yes? Oh. Obviously, there is so much that we have to do just to prep the land for the tiny home, because it's going to be on a trailer, so we have to make sure it's easy to get it in place, and then also everything's level. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's not the flattest.
Yeah, it probably
area.
looks pretty flat to you guys, but it is quite, both the access given with vegetation, but also the slope means there's a fair bit of earth we're going to have to move. Because the shell of the tiny home won't actually take too long to build for Bo, and we don't want him to just have the shell built and just sit on his property, we're not going to pull the trigger until all this stuff is underway. Max is away for the next few weeks, and I don't really feel like hijacking his excavator and going bananas on something I got no idea about. So at the moment we've got plenty of planning that we can do, but we can't really break ground or anything like that. So next plan of attack is drawing up some more plans so that it's a bit more solidified, but again, that'll all be subject to change. Once Max gets back, we need to start planning when we're actually going to do the driveway to this spot, and then also making a really big level site for the tiny and make sure the access is good for the truck and the tiny home. It's just so nice having a bit of a home base, getting to experience lovely cabin life in this beautiful rainforest, and actually give us a bit of a chance to decompress a bit.
We've had the busiest but most exciting past few weeks. We had a really exciting film job on Hamilton Island with our best mates Tarn and Reese. It was the most amazing time. It was so full on, but we cannot wait to share more from that experience.
It's really nice to just sort of take a breath and relax a little bit.
So that being said, we're gonna go make the most of this beautiful day. We hope you do as well, and we'll see you on the next one.